The journey of a college quarterback can change quickly, and that may be exactly what is happening with former Ohio State Buckeyes quarterback Lincoln Kienholz. After spending time in Columbus waiting for an opportunity that never truly came, Kienholz has now transferred to the Louisville Cardinals, and early reports suggest he could be in a strong position to become the team's starting quarterback for the 2026 college football season. For fans who followed his career with the Buckeyes, this development might not be too surprising. Ohio State has been stacked with talented quarterbacks over the past few seasons, making it extremely difficult for backups to find playing time. Kienholz spent his time learning behind multiple high-profile signal callers and developing his game, but the depth chart never opened up enough for him to take control of the offense. With the move to Louisville, however, the situation appears very different, and it may finally give him the chance he has been waiting for. Reports covering the Cardinals program indicate that Kienholz currently has the inside track to win the starting job. That opportunity became possible largely because of significant roster movement at the quarterback position. Several Louisville quarterbacks recently entered the transfer portal, leaving the program with a much thinner quarterback room than expected heading into the offseason. With multiple departures creating uncertainty, the door suddenly opened for Kienholz to compete immediately for the top spot under center. At the moment, his main competition includes a transfer from West Georgia and a true freshman who is just beginning his college career. While both players could eventually develop into strong contributors, neither has the experience or exposure that Kienholz gained during his time at Ohio State. That experience, even if it mostly came in limited situations, may give him an early advantage during spring practices and preseason preparation. Kienholz's time with the Buckeyes did not include many meaningful snaps, but he did show flashes of ability when he saw the field in limited moments. Observers noted that he demonstrated mobility, confidence, and the ability to move the offense efficiently in short stretches. Because those opportunities mostly came late in games, some analysts have described his appearances as strong performances during garbage time, which means the outcome of the game had already been decided. While that description can sometimes sound negative, it also highlights that he was productive whenever he had the chance to step onto the field. Still, not everyone is convinced that his transition to Louisville will automatically lead to success. Some national analysts remain cautious about projecting him as a high-level starter. Among those expressing skepticism is Bill Connolly of ESPN, who recently evaluated quarterbacks across the Power Four conferences ahead of the 2026 season. Connolly acknowledged that Kienholz has certain strengths, including mobility and accuracy on shorter throws, but he also suggested that the quarterback will need to prove he can produce consistently over a full season. Because Kienholz has never been a full-time starter at the college level, there are still many unknowns about how he will perform when facing top defenses week after week. According to that analysis, Louisville does have an interesting group of offensive weapons around the quarterback position, thanks to recruiting efforts and transfer additions made by head coach Jeff Brom. The Cardinals have been active in the transfer portal in recent years, bringing in playmakers at multiple skill positions to strengthen the offense. If those players perform as expected, they could give Kienholz a supportive environment that allows him to settle into the role and develop confidence as the leader of the offense. One question that still remains, however, is the performance of Louisville's offensive line. The unit has undergone changes, and its ability to protect the quarterback will play a major role in determining how successful the offense becomes in 2026. For Kienholz, the move to Louisville represents more than just a chance to start games. It may also be the most important step in his long-term football goals. The quarterback has previously spoken about his dream of eventually reaching the NFL, and he understands that earning significant playing time is essential if he wants scouts to evaluate his potential. Spending another season on the bench at Ohio State would have made that goal far more difficult. By transferring to a program where the starting job is realistically within reach, he is giving himself the best possible opportunity to showcase his skills. That decision reflects a broader trend in modern college football, where players increasingly use the transfer portal to find situations that better fit their development and career ambitions. For Louisville fans, the arrival of Kienholz could turn out to be a pleasant surprise if he performs well during the upcoming season. Quarterback play often determines whether a team can compete for conference titles or bowl games, and the Cardinals will be hoping that their new transfer can stabilize the position. At the same time, the competition for the starting job is not officially over. Spring practices and preseason training camp will likely determine who ultimately earns the role when the season begins. Younger players on the roster will have the chance to challenge Kienholz and prove they deserve the opportunity. Nevertheless, the early outlook suggests that the former Buckeye has a legitimate path to becoming Louisville's starting quarterback. After years of waiting behind elite talent at Ohio State, he now finds himself in a situation where the spotlight could finally belong to him. Whether he takes full advantage of that opportunity will be one of the more interesting storylines to watch as the 2026 college football season approaches. If you enjoyed this update on college football transfers and quarterback battles, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest news, analysis, and updates from around college football and the NFL.